exactly. So this is a normal distribution where what we are currently seeing is the spread of IQ score on the x-axis and the percentage population on the y-axis, right? So what this tells us is how on an average the distribution of IQ score is there around the world. So you see 68% of the people lie between 85 to 115, that is one standard deviation, plus and minus. The 68% of the population in the whole world is centered from 85 IQ to 115, and there are very few, the 0.1%, who have an IQ greater than 145. Got that? So why do we need AI as of now? So I suppose the average age, the average age of everyone in this particular class or the session would be around 22 years, right? So how does a neural network or an artificial intelligence network, or I would say a large language model in terms of generative AI work? So basically, to summarize both of you, you're saying that it will learn from the historical data, it will train over that, and then it will predict whatever the task has been given to it, business use case. It will first train on the historical data and then it will predict, right? Correctly said. So summarizing what AI is basically is a mimicking of human brain. So as you all know, all neural networks work on the principle of artificial neurons. That is the base of any neural network. Similarly, our brain, biological brain, also works on a biological neuron. So if I were to ask any of you, if you would have seen any newborn baby, or if you were at that nascent stage of your life, if someone were to ask you any question, would you be able to answer that question saying that if it's right or wrong or anything? I suppose no, because any child that has been born in that nascent stage has not learnt anything. He has not gone through the environment. But over the years, because you have gone through 22 years of your life, your parents, your environment, your friends might have given you a particular intellect, right? As in, that intellect is subjective to what you think is right or wrong, but over the years you might have learned something. Everything, every day, your brain is learning something new, and based on that particular intellect, you perform any action going forward, right? This is how artificial intelligence also works. But why do we need AI now is the question. So as you see over here, uh, it took you 22 years to gain a particular intellect, whereas uh, it took only 3 months of training for GPT-4, that is an open AI model, to have an intellect greater than you. What I mean by that is, if you see over here, if you see this, the brightest of mind in the world, that was Albert Einstein, once had an IQ of 160, that also he gained over the period of, let's say, 50-60 years. Only with the training of 3 months, GPT-4 has reached an IQ of 155, which is greater than 0.1% of people in the world. So this is alarming, right? If a machine is capable of doing everything with an IQ greater than the brightest mind in the world, and with just a training time of 3 months, and given that in the next 5 years, 6 years, we'll have a GPT or any large language model which will have an IQ of 1600. So what would be the need of human beings? So this is why we need AI now. There were traditional artificial intelligence methodologies that were being used earlier as well, but the advent of generative AI, wherein the models have an IQ far greater than what a human being can have, and not even in just one industry. If you see GPT, if you ask any type of questions, it's able to answer, right? But given a human being can answer questions to specific genres or specific industries itself, which the human being is trained on.
Please do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more such informative videos related to artificial intelligence. Thank you.